guys know about Wofford?
Not as much as we've known about triple option teams in the past because the staff. It's going to be a tricky week because they do so much. It's very diverse. When you get teams like this, they just do so much because they just trick them, and with that scheme, it's just so hard. If one guy's out of position, it's a big play. So we've really got to be tight-knit this week and just have really good week of preparation, and hopefully it pays off.
Does some of the work that you guys have done in past years against teams like Georgia Tech help this week?
I think these teams like Wofford and then Furman and Citadel, they do a lot more diverse stuff in their packages because they may not be as skilled, but they're a lot more diverse in their offense. Might not be as big up front, so they got to do different things to move guys around. So I think it's harder from a mental standpoint to prepare for teams like this. So it's going to be a very tough week for us.
Do you like these kind of games on the schedule? I know fans and outsiders want to point to, well, look, they're playing an FCS team. Everybody plays FCS teams.
Yeah.
Do you like playing those kind of opponents and seeing maybe from the other side that, hey, those guys get a chance to play one of the top teams in the country?
I don't know. I don't think it really matters for us. I think it's a good opportunity for everybody. I don't know how the money situation works, things like that, but I guess it's good for them to get money and things like that. So I think that's a positive of this game. But it's a positive for us too because we got to be prepared and focused. It's hard to win on Saturdays. If you're not bringing your best, and things happen that you don't want to happen, obviously with losses and things like that. So we got to prepare like it's just another game, So it's very difficult, and this game is very demanding. And if you don't treat it with respect, you will get exposed.
Dabble last night described Logan as being one of the more respected guys in the locker room. Could you speak to that a little bit? Maybe give us some insight as to his personality and the way he goes about his business.
He is very. He might come off as shy and standoffish, but he is very enthusiastic. He's just relentless, as a football player, and I think that's where he gets his respect from. He doesn't take many plays off. But personality-wise, he's just ridiculous. I know y'all probably seen his Instagram post, Coach Stiff. His impersonation, if you haven't, you need to go watch it. It's good stuff. But he does that all the time. He'll send me these just ridiculous videos all the time of him like performing these skits and stuff like that. And it is, I'd love to share them with y'all, but some of them weren't very family friendly, But they are funny, and he's definitely an asset to the locker room, keeping everybody's spirits up.
Debo also said that he's kind of the Saturday's game was tailor-made for him because even though he's undersized, that he liked the physical aspect of going against a team like BC. Could you kind of address? I mean, is he just one of the tougher guys kind of on the roster, maybe?
Yeah, he's just one of them guys that doesn't really. He cares about his body, obviously, but he just throws his whole body into whatever he's doing. So that's just aggressiveness, using his hands. He uses his hands probably the best on the team, just being able to get off blocks and just stay alive. He is obviously undersized, but he doesn't lack any effort, aggressiveness, and that's just who he is. He's always going to give you 100% every single play. When you got some guys that are more standoffish, they try to play more smoother and things like that. He's just like gun-ho and real gritty. Just gets after it.
Anything else? Are you aware of the lumberjack video?
Yeah. You got the lumberjack video, which was ridiculous. I think that was Mason's call, trying to get it to go viral, which was just. I saw it when I was still here, and when he committed, I was just like, "Who is this clown?" But now he's one of my best friends, and we have a great time together, and. I've enjoyed this season even more because of him.
Does he still wear George? Has he retired those?
I haven't seen him in them in a long time, but he'll bring out some crazy outfits. Like he has this. You have to go look at his Instagram. He's got this post of like some animal that somebody cut up, and he's got it put on his head, sitting over a mountain. Like these posts are planned, in the leather jacket with the cigar in his mouth on the black stallion. Like these are planned posts. He's a character for sure.
Did you give him a hard time about that video of the lumberjack thing whenever he got here?
No, because I didn't know him, so I didn't want to like hurt his feelings, really tear him apart. So I just kind of like let it roll, just kind of kept my distance from him because I didn't know how he really was. I just kind of stayed off a little bit.
Jeff Scott mentioned the other day he's getting the same feel about this team as he has the last several playoff teams, to where you guys just seem to be getting better and kind of building toward playoff time. What is it about this team that you're able to do that, and are you kind of sensing that feeling to where you guys are kind of building to kind of peak when it comes to the the championship season?
Yeah, I think we were playing really pretty good up until the UNC week, and then we kind of got sidewalked, I guess would be a good word for it. But I think ever since that we've gotten just a little bit better and a little bit better and a little bit better, and that's what you want to see in teams. When you get kind of stagnant as the season goes on, you kind of get little worries and things like that, because you always just want to continue to get better because you know other teams are getting better. And that's how that team last year was. We didn't have a great start. I know a lot of people were tearing us up about the Texas A&M game, and that'll probably be the same case about this UNC game all season, trying to tear us down and make us doubt and things like that. But I think this team has gotten so much better along the ride, and you've seen that on Saturdays. I think when you get that, you get just kind of like that little, that little rise and a little joy in you. Really, this team is getting better. This team is committed to getting better. And with such a grind, college football is such a grind as a season. You think the last couple of years we've played 14, 15 games. It takes a toll on the body. But when you just discard that stuff and just keep on trying to get better and just taking advantage of all the opportunities you get, you just get that little feeling. You're like, it's championship season, That's what we're in going to be in right now in November.
Tanner, you were joking about Mason and Logan a little while ago. With your brother, with Nick, during the season, how often do you guys communicate? And if his team has a bad game, will you listen to him talk about it a little bit just to call him up and console him a little bit, or do you guys not talk during the season all that much? Or
I talk to him probably every other day.
Yeah.
Every other day. We talk about it. I always ask him how he played because I don't always get to see the games.
Yeah.
Dad gave me a little quick update about it. He was all mad, they lost and stuff.
Yeah.
But I talk to him all the time. I try to encourage him the best I can. He always gives me little tidbits of what they're doing and how he feels about it and things like that. I always just keep telling him, you just got to keep grinding. The college season is so long. You just got to keep on keeping on. So we talk about it every day,
Yeah.
and he's a goof too. So we have a good time just talking.
Other than yourself and Terrell, maybe, and Isaiah, this is kind of a no-name defense. It's people players that weren't heretofore unfamiliar with most of the fan base. How is it more rewarding that this kind of no-name defense is now done what it's done this season?
No-name defense. I think A.J. Terrell's one of the top corners in the nation. I think Isaiah's the best defensive player in the nation. Kayvon Wallace, one of the best safeties in the nation. I think the fan base may get more names on the offensive side because this is such a high-powered offense. But I think it's just the way the media is nowadays. It's so all about offense. There's nobody really gets excited for a third down stop anymore. You don't see it on ESPN. You don't see it on the highlight reels. So I don't know. I know what we have, and I know how high profile our guys are, and that doesn't really bother us. I don't know. It just kind of tears me up when you see we'll have like a shutout. Like we just had 7 points and we gave up less than 200 yards. But you don't see that on ESPN. You don't see the turnovers we cause. You don't see the stops we cause.